Alright, YouTubers, another episode with Miles Mayhem. Today, we are finding redstone. End of story. This is how we do it. I have bread prepared. I have pork chops prepared. I even have rotten zombie flesh prepared. We are headed out into the world to find redstone. Let's do it. Start by killing some guys. Oh, Mr. Zombie guy here. More rotten flesh, thank you very much. And it's nice to know that I'm up to level 9 even after having died a couple of times. So, I say that we make sure we didn't miss anything down here. I can't remember how deep this went. And I see it's always nice to be able to sneak up on a creeper before he sneaks up on you. So, let's head out this way, and let's drop another torch up here. It's always good to light a little bit more space up. Ah, and I didn't realize that we had passed up uranium. Nice to have. Although the one thing it does do is it takes up a space in your inventory that you're not going to fill up, that's for sure. So, how far down did we go? And did we just give up down here? Or did we actually open up into a space? I don't remember. Looks like we just gave up. So we're down at 32, and that's at level 32. That's a great start. So I say we just work our way down here and see if we can find something. If we can't, we're gonna head back to the forested area, see if we can find something down there. And I have no problem just lighting it up down here. It's always nice to be able to churn through the dirt too. Dirt's an easy dig, and so I don't feel like I'm wasting too much of a. I'm starting to think that I should make some stone picks so I can just tear through. You know, it's not that fast actually to get through cobblestone with a stone pick, but at least I'm not using my nice iron picks for it. And that one's about to go. That's okay. We have a backup. I always make sure I have a backup. Plus, I have the workbench with us. I always like to carry a workbench, and just in case. More and more and more copper, but that's okay. I'm happy because copper stackable, and the only bad side is it does, like I mentioned, it does stack into 2 different item IDs. Excellent. This is exactly what we wanted, even though we're starting to lose some pieces down there. What we want is, I'm just going to make sure I know how to get back up here. And you'll notice that I'm just making it worse. But it's worth it to have some pieces fall down here, but to actually have a place to go is exactly what we want. So we're just going to tear through this. Redstone, look at that. Okay, I didn't realize we had gone down so quickly. We're already down to level 18. So we're down, heading towards where we need to be for diamonds. This is great. I know this is on the left-hand side, but we'll figure this out. We know where we're going. All right. Okay. Now, it's gonna get could be a little dangerous down here, so let's light this baby up as far as we need to go. All right. We've just encountered something we have never encountered before. This is Nickelite. Now, if you're using the regular texture pack, a lot of people will call this fake diamond because it has a similar coloring. Nickelite has a value of 128, which should be the same as coal. The good thing is when you mine it, you get large chunks of it. It is useful, especially when you get into bluetricity, which is a different type of electricity. But it's also a good exchange item. You can exchange it, obviously, because it has 128 value. If you were to drop in, I think, 1 chunk of it, and maybe you can do the quick math on that, 1 full stack of Nickelite should give you 1 diamond, I believe. Could be off on that. Let me know. So this is nice to see. This is great. We had to do 0 work. Consider ourselves extremely lucky that we really didn't have to take too much of a dive to get down to redstone. So, we see gold there. Gold has a great value. I believe gold has a value, EMC, when I talk about value, I'm talking about EMC, has an EMC value of 4,000. So, and I think that's the same, yep, as uranium. So, let's go double check on that, gold. But we do need gold. We need gold, first and foremost, to make gold insulated wires. We need to double insulate those. And we're going to keep this light here, since the lava provides light, but make sure that we don't fall into it. That's the last thing we want. So, we're going to light this place up real nice. And I am really happy that we were able to pick up some redstone. Not a ton of redstone. That's okay. But it's a good starting point. And we have some sapphire here. So, sapphire, 1,000. I believe that all three of those gems have the same EMC value. So, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, I think all have 1,000 EMC value. So, not sure exactly where we're going, but wow. I feel like we just went in a circle. Anybody else think that? That's okay. So, let's make ourselves a little stairway and work our way on down to see what else we have down here. Wow, that's a lot of uranium right off the bat. And we're just going for days. The problem is that we're heading up, and that's not, if we want to find more redstone, we don't really want to head up. Not a big fan of being here in the dark and fighting enemies in the dark, but I think we came to a dead end, so that's okay. Let's head on back up. Not worried about anything. I'm just excited we have redstone. We have enough and more uranium. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm sorry. That's emerald. I will gladly take the emerald. And those usually come in at least sets of, or veins of 2. So, heading on back down. Mushrooms are nice. Don't mean much, but just means it's a darkened area. So we're really looking for more exposed redstone. But now that we're able to get down to this level, which is really nice without having it to do any work, we can get a divining rod, even though it doesn't go very deep, maybe 3. Oh, look what he gave us. What a nice guy, an iron shovel. You know, I really appreciate that. Sometimes the zombies are very considerate. Ah, lapis lazuli. Usually called useless lazuli. Oh, hey, well, I didn't realize that we were having a meeting there. There we go. Come on. One, up. We're fighting them from both fronts here. Got a dual front war. All right, I think we did well. We survived that well. Anyway, lapis lazuli, usually useless except for dyeing wool. But in Tekkit, as with most things that are useless in the regular Minecraft, it not only has a decent value, 864 EMC value, but it is used to make quite a few things. So I'm very happy to find that. And let's just, I can't help but just go deeper into the hillside here, or into the mountain. So heading down, I'm just, yeah, more redstone. That is exactly actually what I wanted. Right now I don't care about the gemstones, not too worried about copper or any of that. The nickelite, we can always find that. We need more redstone, and I'm disappointed that we're finding one chunk at a time. Usually you can find it in sets of 3 or 4. So, but the fact that we're down at level 11, we could be lucky enough at some point here, and we're running low on our iron pickaxe. Plus, we're filling up our inventory. I can't wait to get those bags that allow you to carry extra. It's like again, it's like being in World of Warcraft. I do quite a few comparisons. What I like to do is, that's exactly why I like to do this. Whenever I find lava, I usually like to run the perimeter of lava. Because it's a nice kind of open area. The lava lights naturally, so you can focus on mining and not worry so much about lighting the area up with torches, and you can just kind of dig the perimeter, and find all sorts of goodies because you're at a really nice level. I usually like to stick around level anywhere from level 17 to level 12. Going below level 11 is not my ideal. Okay, so as long as we don't fall in the... This is silver. Silver is probably one of the least used of all of our items. In fact, we are out of room. What can we do here? I always like to make torches if we're out of room. So we're picking up silver now. What else do we have? We have Nikolite up top, and we got to watch our Nikolite. If we run out of room, we don't want to be... We can always drop string or rotten zombie flesh, but look, string has a value of 12. I usually base what I'm going to drop as how well does it stack, how often does it occur, and do I think, are we going to fill up a stack of it? So, you know, whoops, that I should have thought of that. Sometimes I just get excited that we found some sort of ore or gem that I dig without thinking. So we already see what the problem is. We filled up our stack, and now what do? One of the problems is because this splits, it doesn't fill up unless you're really after copper ore. Same thing here. 3 there and 11 there. They won't stack. So I'm going to get rid of marble. I don't foresee us grabbing more marble in the future. So we automatically pick up the Nikolite, and we can continue to mine. I love stacks and stacks of Nikolite, because when it comes to the exchange, you can just dump it on in there, and it will convert to diamonds pretty quick. So the one thing about this equivalency exchange is we have to have an initial set of diamonds to start with. We also have to have glowstone. So we have to take kind of that sometimes dreaded trip into the nether. You know, as long as we kind of prepare ourselves, and the one thing that's tough to deal with is I get really greedy when we head into the nether, because you have all sorts of ores. You have all the same ores that we have here, but they're out and exposed most of the time. They're right on the surface, and there we go. Okay, I was waiting for a reason to head on back, and that was it. Lost our pick. That's okay. Although we do have, we don't have any room for ruby. We'll come back for ruby. So we're headed out. We have a little bit of redstone. I'm pretty happy about that. That's a good deal. Anytime I see some dark spaces, we want to light it up, because look who's hanging out back here. See, well, we don't, no worries about headed on down here. There's nothing down here. So sometimes I just can't help wanting to dig more. Look at all this. In fact, I think I can't help it. I want to make another pick and get all this stuff. We don't need to. We're fine. Don't even think about it. We'll come back for this too, because we can't hold that anyway. We could build a chest down here, but I hate getting in the habit of storing things underground. Don't even think about going that way. Just head on back up, nice and easy. Look at all that. We have more ore than we could, and we're going to spend so much time mining ore. Just remember how we got there. What's this? Ah, I see. Let's just put down a torch, and that should be. You know, we could take these guys on. In fact, we could probably corner the. Oh, wow! Did I do that? Did I set that up? I wonder if he's headed my way. We do have a shovel, so that's good. If we can corner him and he can't disappear, we can kill him and get the experience at least. That was worth it to me. I knew that we weren't in much danger. Okay, so we've lit that area up. Let's head on back and follow. Okay, so follow these to the left. Look at that. Look at the uranium. All right, great. Again, great EMC value, but we might end up saving it to build ourselves a nuclear power plant. I have never built a nuclear power plant on my own, and I think it's... Oops, that's not the right way. And you can tell because the torches are on the left, which means we need to head up this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double torch this. That's an old Paul Soares Jr. trick. Double torching is actually the direction up. Wow, okay, let me pay more attention to this. Is the direction up that gives you a good idea. It's like putting the torches on the left. So one of the great things I learned from Paul Soares Jr. I'm thinking about putting a link to both his and the Yogscast series if you haven't been to them. I might just add those links. I don't know if that does anything for being found on YouTube, but that's not my concern. If you're looking to learn Tekkit, Technic, or Minecraft in general, I have a select few people who I watch. And I've been watching Paul Source Jr. for a year and a half now. I think I've seen every episode of Minecraft he's ever put up. So just a great guy. And he's a family guy, and I really like the series he puts up, especially the new family Survival Island series that he has. So before I let you guys go today, I want to actually give you some part of Tekkit besides the sap, the resin, or the rubber trees, or just making copper cables. What I'd like to build with you guys, and I made just enough here. In fact, let's put some things away. Put uranium ore away. We have some more emerald we can put away. See, nickelite. We are already out of room. We can put some tin ore away because we got double stacks here. We can also, let's move this up here. We can also put all of our copper ore away. So I'm going to create a battery. And the reason we want to create a battery is, let's go out of this and go into here. Backspace here and type in macerator, and you just need to know the first few words. And don't worry about the advanced one. Let's start with a basic macerator. So if we hit R, we can see what a macerator takes. And so we need 3 pieces of flint, not a big deal. Cobblestone, easy schmeezy. The machine block. The machine block is refined iron. And if you don't know how to do refined iron, you just take a regular piece of iron after smelting and smelt it again. Here it's showing you, or you can take dust, but you take a piece of iron and put it right back into a furnace, and you get this refined iron. So back to the macerator, we need to make a machine block, which requires 8 pieces of refined iron. So to actually make this macerator, the redstone, we won't make a battery this time. What we'll do is we'll make ourselves our first electronic circuit. So we need 6 of these, which we know we have. We need 6 copper cables. We need 2 pieces of redstone, which are easy, but we're going to go through that quick because we didn't find a lot of redstone. We need 1 piece of refined iron. So that means a total of 9 pieces of refined iron. Let's go ahead and stick that in the furnace while we're sitting here. Let's see, iron. Here's 3 to get us started, which means we need... We have 1 here, so we need, let's take another 4, that's 7, 8, 9. And we're going to stick this right on in here. And as these come out, we'll stick them right back in. So, while we're waiting for this to happen, what we can do as we move along here is the furnace is a bit slow. And since we're headed towards the electrical industrial age, where we use electricity for things, what we want to do, and if we type in furnace, or just the first few words of furnace, we have all sorts of furnaces, and we will go through these furnaces: dark matter furnaces, red matter furnaces, alloy furnaces, and blue electric furnaces. What we're looking for is the next step from a regular furnace is an iron furnace. Not that hard to make. You just take either a regular furnace and add 5 pieces of iron, or you create it from scratch. And that makes it a little bit faster. You really cut down on the time, and you cut down on the amount of coal or wood that you're using. But what we really want is we want an electric furnace. The electric furnace, again, not complicated. Taking an iron furnace, adding what we're about to make, the electronic circuit, real easy to make. The good thing about this is, when you open this up, compared to clicking on this, and we have our pieces, we're going to stick these, we needed 9, stick these right back in, and unfortunately, we'll use 1 piece of coal and then a couple pieces of wood. You'll have a couple extra spots over here. Now the top one, you can put what's called an overclock. Let's see what the exact term is. So we type in clock, and we get this overclock upgrade here. Not that hard to make again. You see that circuits and machine blocks are really the basis for a lot of our this industrial craft stuff. And then some coolant cells, real easy to make, not hard. Use some tin, and then you stick the tin makes these water cells, and then you fill them with water, and So not that big of a deal. You can stack these overclocks inside of the furnace. You can stack up to, I think I put 8 in at one time. Every time you add an overclocker, it increases the speed at which it either macerates or does this refining, and you really speed this process up, but it starts to take a lot of electricity. But by that time, hopefully, you have a ton of solar panels mixed with water mills, mixed with windmills. Maybe you even have some geothermal energy, and that's not a big deal. So, but I like to stack these overclocks in the macerator and even the electric furnace because it really speeds it up. Oh, that's right. We're going to stick some wood in here. Let's put another piece in just in case. So, 19 pieces, not a bad start, but we could use just a ton more because we're going to make a lot of batteries. Batteries require 2. We're also going to need to create, we're going to need to use it, again, what we're making the electric circuit right now. So there's a lot of uses for it. So let's grab our copper cable. And we have our pieces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there, and I believe it was 1 in the middle and 2 around the edges. I've made them enough that I should know. There's your electronic circuit. The rest we're going to use to create this machine block. And then, and one good thing is, if we go back here and we go to macerator, spell it right. If you click on the question mark, it'll give you kind of a ghosting so that you realize what you need. And we don't have a project table. We'll make a project table next time if I remember. If we were to stick this in and then realize, and notice you can get back your refined iron. If I E out of this, it drops my machine block. The project table will not do that, and that's a great thing. So we need a couple pieces of cobble, and then where is our, plenty of flint. Okay, so coming back here, I believe it was at 3 flint across the top, the machine block on the side, cobble, where, okay, let's just, I've made these enough, I still can't remember. Okay, so electronic circuit here, and we have our macerator. So, macerators can be powered by electricity. We don't have anything to produce electricity yet. We can make a generator, but what we're going to do is just pop this right down here, and I believe we can we stick coal in there? We cannot. So, what do we need to get this going? Let's see what a generator looks like, and then we'll finish up this episode. Generator, geothermal, biogenerator, regular generator. Okay, just a basic generator. We need our battery, we need 3 pieces of refined, and we need an iron furnace. Or, we need a machine block. So, when it comes to doing this, we know that a furnace just requires cobblestone. So we're saving there because cobblestone is really cheap. When it comes to a machine block, we know that we just made a machine block out of 8 pieces of refined iron. So we need iron, regular iron, plus we need to put those back in and refine them. So 8 pieces there. Here, we're just using regular iron without refining, and then 3 pieces of refined iron. So we need a total of, let's see, 8. So we need 11 pieces of iron, 3 of them refined. So it's up to you. Think about the value of burning coal, if that's a big deal to you. If you're out of coal or you're short on coal, and you didn't want to refine 3 extra pieces, putting them back in, and you were happy with just refining this amount. So it's up to you. You're using less iron overall, which is what I'd like, is less iron. I'm fine with the coal, no big deal. Using more iron here, but you're spending more time on it. So I'm just going to make another machine block real quick by taking more iron here and dumping it right on in here. Let's stack this right there and just stick that in. I don't care about sticking the whole stack. We're only going to get 8 out of there anyway. Let's make ourselves a battery, because we can definitely do that by grabbing ourselves some pre-made. I did this in between episodes, so we would be efficient here. We also need, okay, we have some cables. So we're going to take these and stack these on either side. We're going to put 2 pieces of redstone. Think of that as the juice inside of the battery, or the ability to contain electricity or energy, and stack one piece of copper insulated cable on top. You have your battery. Now we could keep this battery, and we could power this battery up by sticking it in the generator or other pieces we power it up, and you'd see it power up. We can use that battery to power other machines. This is very portable. That's what's nice about it. But right now we're not concerned about that, and to make this, even though we see it looks like it needs to be full, it doesn't. What it's just telling you is that the battery is the component in this that is able to hold a charge, so to speak. So coming back here, let's see how far along we are, and remind me what else we needed here. We just need to make ourselves a furnace. So that's easy enough to do. We've made a dozen of those, or hundreds of those in our let's plays throughout our history of playing Minecraft. So nice furnace, nice and easy. We need to take, and see, I tend to forget, I'm thinking, the machine block. That's right, we need to make a machine block. So let's pull this out of here. Oh, we need to refine those again. That's right. Okay, dumping those right back in there, and one more piece of coal, and you see we're fine. We got 25 coal there, and then we have friends outside. Ah, Mr. Creeper. He's just hanging out here. Do we want to take a chance by letting him come in the house? I'd rather surprise him by jumping down on top of him, and I'm not sure where he went. Anyway, don't worry about that. I'm getting distracted with trouble outside. We don't need any more trouble than we already have. So you see how painfully slow. I mean, we're used to furnaces, and we never had an option before Tekkit. But now we think that things are slow because we know what's possible. And while we're at it, let's just dump some more of this stuff in our 3 more. We have a bed, so we don't have to worry about string anymore. That's great. We have this nice shovel provided to us by a friend of ours. We have more appetite, which is great. Zombie flesh up the wazoo, like as if we need. Let's eat some bread. I don't need stale zombie flesh. Okay, how are we doing here? 2 more, and then we're ready to go. So we have the battery, we have the furnace, and then we have our generator. Now the generator is great because you'll notice as a furnace, if I were to stick a piece of coal in and only burn a few pieces up here of whatever we need, whether it was a some sort of ore or whether we were putting in coal to create something else, and you can actually put coal in the furnace. When we're done, if we haven't used up all of the coal or wood will continue to burn, and it really is a waste. So what's great about this generator is the generator will supply us with power, and it will hold that power indefinitely. And so let's come back here. We've got everything we need. Back to our crafting bench. Create ourselves another machine block, furnace, and battery. Voila, a generator. And we'll use this generator for many, many episodes to come. So, and by stacking them next to each other, anything that's attached, we don't need wires if we put them next to each other. So let's just do this. Let's I'm gonna take. Let's see. We have wood here. Let's take. I know that's rubber wood. I really don't want to use the rubber wood if I don't. Well, we've got plenty of wooden planks. Let's do this. So we're gonna stick this in here, and you see it's just burning. Now it's not filling up this bar, and the reason it's not filling up this, well, it is now, but the first thing it had to do was it had to power this up. Then it began to fill this bar up. The great thing is, like I said, it will store this electricity or this energy and not let it go to waste. That's a real benefit. Now that we see the macerator, let's put a piece of silver ore in. Not that silver ore is anything special right now, but what I want to show you is the single piece of ore will convert into 2 pieces of dust, and I mentioned this, and that's the great thing about the macerator. And this really, really helps when you go down into, or you go into the nether, and if you're lucky enough to find diamond in the nether, not nearly as hard as it is in the regular world, actually easier to find in the nether, and you're able to mine it without it blowing up or without aggroing all of the zombie pigmen, you could bring, and it comes in ore. It doesn't pop out as diamond gems like it does in regular Minecraft and in the regular world. When you're in the nether, you get nether or diamond ore. It comes as a ore block like this. And so that means when you pop it in the macerator, just like any other ore, you're getting double. So that's a real benefit. So anyway, I think we've actually accomplished a lot, and I think this is a huge step to moving forward in our oil tycoon industry. And I'm really glad that you watched this second episode. We've got quite a hole here, and I promise next time that we will patch this up, put in a skylight so we're not ridiculously soaked. But again, think about this as we're starting from scratch, and we're sleeping. Well, we were sleeping on the ground, but it's probably pretty damn cold even in the dry Texas outback. Probably pretty cold at night. You know how deserts get, they lose their heat. But we are on our way, and I feel like, we totally missed the gold. So we have quite a list of things to do next time, including grabbing that gold, patching this up, and planning what we want to do next, which is probably making maybe an iron furnace, or making, let's see, we have macerator and a generator. What else can we use? We've got quite a few things we can start setting up as long as we have copper cables and redstone. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to the next episode. See y'all later.